Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 20.9K subs. Keep up the good work. Check out my betting links. Great promo, especially with DraftKings. They have an early win option every day for MLB. Anytime your moneyline bet gets up by 2 runs at any point in the game, you win your bet. So go ahead and take advantage of that, guys. It's a really good, deal they have every single day there. And we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -130. Toronto +115 with the over-under at 7. Toronto coming into this matchup 19-22. Baltimore 26-14. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 1.86. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Bradish, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Toronto beating Baltimore in their last game 3-2 here. Baltimore on a little 2-game losing streak. Toronto, they do struggle against Baltimore, 4-10 against Baltimore. Bassett, he's had some very bad starts on the mound. He gives up some runs here. Bradish coming off 2 really good starts on the mound. He's been very good so far this season in his 2 starts. Yeah, I like Bradish on the mound here. Give me the Orioles at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -180. The Marlins +140 with the over-under at 9. Marlins coming into this matchup 12-32. Detroit 21-21. Pitching for the Marlins is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 6.57. Pitching for Detroit is Casey Mize with an ERA of 3.58. Rogers, he gives up a lot of runs here. Coming off a 4-run game, he's given up 15 runs in his last 3 starts. Mize coming off a 1-run game, he's been decent. I'll say, decent. Had some rough games, but Miami shutting out Detroit yesterday 1-0. Just one of those games. Detroit couldn't get anything going offensively. But yeah, I just do not like Rogers on the mound. He gives up a lot of runs here. His last 2 games, he's only pitched 2 or 3 innings because he's been giving up so many runs. I like a good bounce back from Detroit today. Going to roll with the Tigers at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -150. The Pirates +125 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 19-24. The Brewers 25-17. Pitching for the Pirates is Martin Perez with an ERA of 3.60. Pitching for the Brewers is Robert Gasser with an ERA of 0. Perez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Gasser, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Perez, giving up 7 runs in his last 2 starts. Brewers winning a close one yesterday, 4-3. Pittsburgh is just 3-7 on the road against Milwaukee here. I like Gasser. Looked very good in his first start of the season. Giving up no runs here. Perez giving up some runs. I'm going to lean with the Brewers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at -150. Washington +125 with the over-under at 7. Washington coming into this matchup 20-21. The White Sox 13-30. Pitching for Washington is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.91. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 4.63. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 11 strikeouts. The doubleheader, both teams splitting a win yesterday in that doubleheader. Washington is 12-4 against the White Sox. Not the greatest matchup on the board. Corbin, we know he's been bad this season. Coming off a one-run game, though, that's probably his best start of the season here. Crochet's actually been very good for the White Sox. He's only given up 3 runs in 3 starts here. But I'll tell you what, even with Patrick Corbin on the mound, which he's coming off a better game, I think he can have a decent game as well again. I don't trust the White Sox, minus 150. Can't do it, won't do it. Give me the Nationals plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 150. The Reds plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Reds coming into this matchup 18-24. Arizona 20-23. Pitching for the Reds is Andrew Abbott with an ERA of 3.35. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt with an ERA of 4.60. Abbott, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs. Had 2 strikeouts. Pfaadt, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 0 strikeouts. Reds beating Arizona, finally getting back in the win column. And they haven't they really haven't beat Arizona in a long time. So that was a nice win for the Reds to get back on track. The Reds still struggle. They're 2-5 on the road against Arizona. 1-5 against Arizona here. Pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers giving up some runs. We haven't seen the Reds get back-to-back wins in a long time here. So I'm going to play the numbers game, and I'm going to take Arizona at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 260. The Rockies plus 210 with the over-under at 7.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 14-28. The Padres 22-23. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 3.43. Pitching for the Padres is Michael King with an ERA of 3.67. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 5 strikeouts. King, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 11 strikeouts. Coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. And the Rockies. Back-to-back wins against the Padres. Rockies on a 6-game winning streak. They are playing great right now. Big underdog win yesterday. And I knew the Padres. Anytime Padres are a team that's just minus 300, it just ends badly. So the dogs are always a good play in those spots. Michael King's been very good on the mound here, but I'm riding this hot streak here. Padres just to me aren't the team to take minus 250 as a big favorite. They really will let you down. King's been very good, but I love riding the streak here. It's a little unexpected winning streak from the Rockies. Colorado plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 155. The Royals plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Royals coming into this matchup 26-18. Seattle 23-20. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA of 2.53. Pitching for Seattle is Brian Wu with an ERA of 0. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 7 strikeouts. Wu, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 3 strikeouts. Kansas City coming off a Mariners win yesterday, 4-2. They're 1-7 against Seattle, 1-8 on the road against Seattle. So I guess a win was bound to happen for the Royals. For them to go back-to-back against Seattle, I think it's going to be very tough. Both pitchers, though, it could be a low-scoring game. Both pitchers haven't given up really any runs here. And I like Seattle coming off the loss. We're going to see if the Royals can get another win, which they haven't been able to do in a long time. Give me Seattle at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Mets plus 160 with the over-under at 7.5. Mets coming into this matchup 19-22. The Phillies 30-13. Pitching for the Mets is Joey Lucchesi with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 1.50. Lucchesi, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs. Had 3 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 0 runs. had 9 strikeouts. Mets back-to-back losses against the Phillies, getting shut out yesterday. Phillies playing great right now. Looks like they're getting Real Muto back, and Bryce Harper questionable. He had a migraine yesterday. We'll see if hopefully he's good to go today. Crazy. They were able to shut the Mets out without their best players in their lineup yesterday. Mets 0-5 on the road against Philly. Lucchesi getting his first start of the season here. Suarez been very solid this season. And yeah, I think I'm going to take the Phillies at home. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -130. Tampa Bay +110 with the over-under at 8. Rays coming into this matchup 21-22. Boston 22-20. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 1.50. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 2.24. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Houck, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa losing a close one yesterday to Boston 5-4. It's been a flip-flop series so far. Tampa Bay is very good against Boston, though, 5-1 against the Red Sox. Houck's been good on the mound. I mean, he's only pitched once this season, but he only gave up 1 run in that game. Looked very good. I think they're a good dog in this series. In an even series like this, give me Tampa Bay +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -180. The Cubs +140 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 24-19. The Braves 26-13. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 1.70. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 3.14. Assad, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Morton, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Braves shutting them out in back-to-back games, 7-0 and 2-0. They've been dominant against the Cubs so far these last 2 games. Cubs 0-5 against the Braves, 0-6 on the road against the Braves, where they've been very bad. Pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers barely giving up runs right now, but man, Cubs have just been struggling to hit. And yeah, I think I got to take the Braves at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -140. Yankees +120 with the over-under at 8. Yankees coming into this matchup 28-15. The Twins 24-17. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.80. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 3.89. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Lopez coming off back-to-back 1-run games. Yankees beating the Twins yesterday 5-1. Nice win for them. They are 13-6 against Minnesota. Stroman gives up runs here. 2 out of his last 3 games, he's given up 4 runs in 2 games, or 2 games, each. So he's definitely not as sharp as we've seen him be. And I don't know. This one's tough, and you're getting Yankees as an underdog here. The way they looked last game, give me Yankees +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -180. Guardians +140 with the over/under at 9. Guardians coming into this matchup 27-16. The Rangers 22-22. Pitching for the Guardians is Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 5.36. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 2.17. Carrasco, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Cleveland, back-to-back wins against the Rangers. They've been pretty dominant these last 2 games. Rangers on a 5-game losing streak. Not sure what's up with the Rangers. Rangers, man, they just don't look... They haven't really played that well all season. They've been very mid. Cleveland 5-0 against the Rangers, where they've been very good. Carrasco, has had some bad starts on the mound. Gray's been solid, but I just don't trust the Rangers, man. they're big favorites for what reason? I don't understand the reason why they're big favorites. Give me Cleveland plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 250. Oakland plus 200 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 19-25. The Astros 17-25. Pitching for Oakland is Aaron Brooks with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 3.64. It looks like Brooks is making his first start of the season. From what I'm seeing, he hasn't pitched since 2019. So we're going to see how that goes. Valdez coming off a 2-run game. Houston winning 2-1 yesterday. If you saw Ronel Blanco, he got ejected immediately before the game started, before he pitched, because of an illegal substance. So that'll definitely hurt their pitching. He's the only pitcher that was really worth something on this team, I think. Oakland losing a tough one yesterday. They are just 3-13 against Houston. Don't love the pitching situation for Oakland. Getting a guy that hasn't pitched in years. Don't love that. Valdez, it's been decent. Normally don't love the Astros, but I just don't love the A's today, so I'll take the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Angels. Cardinals opening up as road favorites at minus 120. Angels plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 18-24. The Angels 15-28. Pitching for the Cardinals is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 3.79. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.75. Lynn, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Cardinals on a 3-game winning streak, 2 straight wins against the Angels here. Angels 1-5 in their last 6. Cardinals 5-0 on the road against the Angels, where they've been very good here. Lynn coming off back-to-back 4-run games. He's been solid up until these last 2 games, but I just don't trust the Angels, man. That's really all it is. Cardinals have been pretty equally bad, but been good in this series. I think Lynn can have a much better game. I'm not worried about him getting torched against the Angels. I'll take the Cardinals on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Francisco Giants. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Giants plus 120 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 29-15. The Giants 19-25. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.38. Currently, let's see. It doesn't say he's pitching for the Dodgers. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, it's undecided as of right now of me recording. So undecided for the Dodgers. So we'll see who ends up pitching for LA today. Webb's been all right. Nothing crazy. Dodgers, big win yesterday. 10-2 against the Giants. They were hitting like crazy on a 2-game winning streak. Giants, they've struggled against the Dodgers here. Dodgers 6-0 against the Giants, 13-2 on the road against the Giants here. They've been dominant against San Francisco here. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Dodgers, but there's really nobody in the rotation for the Dodgers I'm worried about. That's just going to get torched today. So I'm sure it'll be a bullpen kind of game. I don't think the Giants are going to be able to stop the Dodgers hitting this series. And I think I'm going to take the Dodgers on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.